right. Hello, everyone. We're back.
Hi.
It's another Monday. They come and go so quickly.
I know it. Sometimes I'm like, wait, we just played. But
I-
nope, it's been a week.
It's been a week already. It
Mystery Monday.
goes so quickly. So yeah, we're hopping back into Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I think we're both really enjoying this one so far.
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. I look forward to it.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm excited to continue this game series because I've heard good things about them. So
Yeah. I wonder if they're all like, because I was looking at the title when it started, Crimes and Punishments. I wonder if they're all like where we have to make moral choices
hello,
at the
Watson.
end.
You're
Or
yeah,
the
Did you
changes,
kill all
kinda.
of your patients?
or if you can kind of
What?
just decide every
Heavens,
time. I like the
where
idea
have
of
all
that because
these
that's kind of
wretched
what
bees come
Holmes does anyway.
I increased the temperature
Sure.
of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
You have bees in your house?
Ridiculous
That's
and
fun.
dangerous.
That's
They're
the
domestic
price to
bees,
pay for honey
Apis
all year.
mellifera,
I
such
suppose.
industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in
I would
rather
also
a hurry.
be like, what the
You
fuck?
have a new place?
Yeah.
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew.
Also, where are they
I'm
going to get
helping
their
a minister
pollen?
who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours.
In a
Besides,
house full of bees.
You'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Yeah, okay.
However, did you guess?
Because the bees.
Great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare
Spoil
pollen.
those bees rotten.
Since when
Yeah.
did I become so transparent? Let us go.
We didn't go to Kew Gardens when we went to London, and I wish we had.
Did we not?
Mm-mm.
We went to the Sky Garden,
We did. We went to this guy.
which wasn't really a
Like, it was cool to do one time. I tell people who are going to London for the first time to like maybe consider doing it because it's cool to like see the city from up high, but
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kew Gardens are supposed to be amazing.
I think Oxford Botanical Garden is the coolest one that I've been to.
Yeah, same here.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Probably deeper than it seems.
Of course it will be.
Nightshade berries are making predators go savage.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time.
He
Good
looks
day to you,
rough.
gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss
Only
White.
you.
That cannot be. I mean,
No.
this is a while ago, but still.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yeah, are you
Yes, there is.
okay?
All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens,
Ooh.
Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry.
You don't
We were not
say.
aware.
Interesting.
The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Our
What?
condolences.
This
We
is
should
already
look at
way
something.
more drama
Please do
than I thought we
excuse
were
us for the
gonna get.
intrusion.
You say that
Yeah.
he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack, just like that.
No, he
So
didn't.
I'm willing to bet
It
he
was
did
terrible.
not.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Great. Well,
Oh, so pretty.
I know. I really like this like setting of this case. I'm into it.
Do not touch.
Touch it.
From the east and the land of the rising sun. Interesting. Okay. What's over here? Nothing. Can go out that
According to
door.
Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
What does that say? To the glory of the colonial empire, rare and exotic plants in our distant colonies.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
Is that
Blood. Someone fell violently
What?
against this sign, and they were injured
Maybe-
in the clash.
maybe
Most likely
when
a head wound.
he had a heart attack, he fell?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
And they just left the blood there.
Yeah. Yeah, I can bump my volume a little, Kendall. Thank you for letting me know. I can bump it more if I need to, but I don't want to go too
The
high.
tea thing showed up. Is that the reenactment
Oh.
thing?
No, it's
Oh.
thin black.
The traces are
tracks.
thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's probably his dad.
Yeah.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Huh. The tea thing came up again.
Yeah, I guess there's.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. Soil. It should have come from a flower pot.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my.
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
What?
That seems. This all can't be because of one man who fell down when he had a heart attack.
This
right?
pot was broken fairly recently. A flower
Highly
pot recently fell
suspect.
down from these shelves and was misplaced. The esconson was breached near the handle. The
TIL,
door was
what that
forced
is
from the
called.
inside of the colonial collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the colonial collection room.
All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Why was the door handle changed? Huh. It's like, I mean, I guess he was stumbling from the other room.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. No, breaking the door. Breaking the door. Knocking over the no. Knocking over the pot. Falling on the fence. Is that what you want me to do? Put them in order. Watch sequence. Okay, I mean, that made sense to me, yeah.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked? Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
Murder then, I wonder.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
I think you're right, Watson. Oh, this is so cool.
So cool. Oh my gosh.
Big corpse flowers.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
It'd be so cool to see one of those in real life. Apparently they
Yeah.
smell terrible.
Oh yeah.
What are we? Australian. What's this?
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent.
Indeed it is.
Huh. Those
The
what
smell
were
is
stolen.
strong. It is
Maybe.
a detergent.
A stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow.
What does that mean?
A
What?
fragment of
How would he
marble,
know that?
most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
I think like maybe it was like the murder or some sort of like blunt object was used to hit him.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Oh yeah, look at those windows.
Huh. How's blood?
Anything else? I don't think so. Alright, what do we got? Someone cleaned and emptied out only a part of the colonial collection. This is suspicious. Perhaps it was intended to conceal certain evidence. And then we have... Dunn was trapped. Montague Dunn was trapped in the colonial collection room. He forced the door and died in the water lily greenhouse. I mean, I don't think those necessarily go together.
Yeah.
Although it really wants me to hit
According to
B.
this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Makes sense.
I mean, okay, I guess
Oh.
they do. Perform an autopsy on Dunn. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door? Why had someone cleaned the room? Was it a trap or simple accident? Okay. Alright. Is there anywhere else to look around here? Let's check the store.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Okay. Can I not?
It won't let you walk down there? Weird.
Okay, it's just the
Uh.
door, like, it was like an
According to
invisible
this,
wall.
They have light and moisture
Yeah.
control in some parts of the building.
Why? Why?
Ooh. just love a garden.
So nice.
It's like one of my favorite things to do when I travel.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
What sort of gardens
Yeah.
do they have?
Garden. Yes, we'll talk to you right after we look at all your shit.
We're just gonna look at all the things really quick, though. Okay.
Apparently not.
Just a perusal.
Yes, of course he works there.
I'm gonna look him
Sherlock.
over first. We can just ask him all the things.
Yeah, it's because fucking his dad just died.
Shaving cut.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then that is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
We think your dad might have been murdered. Goodbye.
Not gonna say anything yet, I guess.
This is so nice.
It's very pretty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to Kew next time we're in the UK. What do you have to reveal? Myopic, inexpensive glasses. Very dirty clothes. So did you potentially kill to
To get the job.
get this job, sir? It doesn't feel like a job you would kill for. But
I know.
what do I know?
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Okay.
Locked.
Okay.
Hmm.
Watson, I swear to
Watson.
God. Out of here.
Locked.
Okay. Can you walk, please? Thank you. Oh my God.
It's being buggy today, huh?
It is just, yeah. And then I think this is where we were, right?
Locked.
Oh no. I thought that was the lily pad room. Is this the lily pad room? Oh, what's this? Ugh, this
Ooh,
is so
Wisteria.
pretty. This place is big.
Dry
Okay.
tropics.
So we went into
So we're... Yeah, we went straight through here. And we're right there. And then we haven't been back here to the ventilation system.
Ventilation
That
system.
seems
Seed
useful
house.
to know.
Nursery.
I'm just gonna click on all
Colonial
these.
collection.
yeah.
Water lily greenhouse.
Seems like it wants me
farmhouse.
to do that. Okay. So are these locked as well?
Locked.
Seed house, yeah. Can we look at the
And
ventilation?
the nursery.
system? The nursery was locked.
There is a smell of
Oh.
burning.
Oh,
Oh. no.
hello. Why is something on fire? Uh,
Broken pot.
This isn't suspicious at all.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
It looked like
The black market for plants.
yeah, it
The
looked like a
remains of
kanji
picture frame.
to me. So maybe it's
A
one of
broom
the
handle was half burned.
plants from the land of the rising sun that they had just gotten. Ugh,
What the
I
fuck?
don't like that.
A protective mask.
Like straight out of a horror movie. I don't like this at all. Why did it not take me out of that? Is there something else to notice about this?
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection
Right.
and that of the fireplace
Why?
are made of the same material.
I don't
The
understand.
plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
Weird. Okay.
Can we not stop it? I guess not.
I guess it's. I know it's like there's evidence in there. Wouldn't you want to get it out? But I guess it's not really burning anymore. Okay. Is there anything? Okay. Anything back this way? For me?
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system.
Okay. Probably do something with that eventually. Why do I feel like someone's gonna try and poison us in one of these greenhouses?
Because we've played Nancy Drew.
Just feels like that's what's gonna happen. Alright, so let's go look at the body.
Hello, Lestrade. Hero was murdered. Murder! Probably.
Probably with some sort of plant that
Yeah.
induces heart attacks.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague
Yeah.
Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
Devil's
It's ready
snare.
for autopsy then.
Okay, let's go look at a dead guy. Was
There's
there any-
nothing I want to do more.
Right? What do we have for evidence so far?
This watch is of great value.
Give it to the kid.
London Crest Club.
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
Okay.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
To Mr. F. Wayne, director of Wayne & Sons Printing Company. My friend, your posters for the great exhibition at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all of the staff. My name alone will be sufficient. I don't like the energy that is bringing.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, sir.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Ugh, God.
I know, I hate this. A Scary Game Squad played that mortuary assistant game that I was telling you about, and like,
Yeah.
just proceed with caution. Like,
No redness,
It's-
sting,
Yeah.
bruises.
it's just really grisly.
There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
I could have lived the rest of my life not knowing how they
Nothing suspicious
process
here.
human bodies.
Oh, no.
It's rough.
The vessels and
His
the pupil of the eye
eyes
appear quite
open.
normal.
I don't. Ugh.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
What do you mean? Did you to smell
You
that?
went.
He
You
would have had to
sniffed
smush.
it.
He would have had to smush his chest down too. Like he's not breathing air out.
I hate that.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. Now, let us examine the internal organs.
No.
Let's not.
Can we not? Can we not?
Oh, Watson does it. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe the game did that.
Oh wow.
The
Oh.
heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
Okay.
Great. Oh, this is.
You were just.
I hate it.
We are holding
The
a pair of
are
lungs right
congested
now.
and edematous.
I hate it. Everything. I hate it all. I hate all of it.
Oh.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
That makes sense because the heart is fine, so he probably didn't have a heart attack. But like, I.
The liver
Okay.
is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Okay.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Oh, I hate this so much. Ugh.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
The human body freaks me out.
It is crazy. It can do some crazy things, and it can do some really just upsetting things.
There is a small amount of content.
We're so
It
fragile.
appears that he
I-
We're
breakfasted
so
at
hardy and
a
fragile at
while
the same
before his
time.
death.
This is why, okay, I hate anything that makes me, like,
My suspicions
suddenly
have
very
been
aware
substantiated.
that I'm, like, in a
Montague
body.
Dunn,
You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
director of
I
Me
hate
too,
it.
yes.
I hate it
Exactly.
so
poison.
That's what it
Plant
is.
poisoning, to be more exact.
It's why I
I
hate,
mean,
like,
Yes, it is
getting my
murder.
blood drawn and IVs
We
and
should
stuff, because it
inform
just
the
makes me
Strahd.
so hyper aware
Yes,
of
but do
being in a
remember,
body
Watson,
that I'm just
I
like,
discovered the
just,
murder.
I hate it. Put
Challenge
me to
is
sleep.
mine.
I don't want to be aware
If a
of myself in
challenge,
that way.
We need
Yep,
to locate
it's so
that deadly
freaky.
plant.
Totally
Such a
understand.
perfect murder
Yep.
appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens, Martin Hamish, and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And some like
And also
Mary
Miss White,
person.
of whom I
Wait,
spoke with
just
Mr.
kidding.
Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
You know he is.
More
Of
than
course
a little.
he is.
It's a case. You're enjoying it too, Watson.
Yeah,
Don't pretend.
Don't pretend. Yeah, somebody's gonna try and do that same shit to us. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room, he was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Okay. So we're not gonna question them here at all. I guess find the stolen plants, find the plant that was used to kill Dunn. Alright, so let's go to look at the staff buildings.
Yeah.
assuming that's just to leave if we want.
Locked.
Wait, do we have to ask?
We might have to ask, yeah.
Oh my, okay.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Sure.
As
He seems
deputy
so
director,
sus.
how is your relationship with
It
Montague
really
Holmes?
is.
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
What kind of lifestyle was that?
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it.
Yeah, what's
That
the
and-
Crest Club thing?
And
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
Yeah, I mean, you're
What
the
do you mean?
director. It would seem
Well,
like
he was never interested in Kew
Yeah.
Gardens before. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
this man. He seems so
Weird.
just. I don't know.
What is your
I
opinion
mean,
of
his
Albert
dad
as a
just
student of
died,
botany?
and
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you
hell?
able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
then
That
why
must
are
have
you mean to
been
him?
terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
No, that's not what we
Thank
mean.
you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Okay. So we need to go find him. I believe he's in this building. He was in here, wasn't he?
Water lily greenhouse.
Yeah. No, he wasn't back. Where was he?
I don't know. We went through a bunch of doors. to find him.
Did. I thought it was... Was he in this room back here and I just like walked right past him? That might be the case. Yep.
Yeah.
Miss White.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens.
What?
My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed. That is most interesting.
Huh.
He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honor of being the garden's longest-serving employee.
Weird. Okay,
In
that's
fact,
even more
if we are to
weird.
think logically at all,
Yep.
it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I don't necessarily
so.
think that Hamish
have very
did it
little in
because it
common.
seems so
Mr.
obvious,
Hamish loves
but
his plants and Kew Gardens.
Yeah.
And I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see.
but he's got something
And
weird
how was
going
his
on. I just don't know what
relationship
it
with
is.
your father?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious.
I also
whenever
don't
my
think
father
either of
boasted
these
Kew
two
Gardens in the
bozos should
newspapers or at
decide who
conferences.
takes the
He was
job.
convinced
Should
that my father was
Yeah.
stealing
be
all the
like
credit for
London or
himself.
whoever, the
My
city.
father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone, dismissively, with
Right,
indifference.
like they don't necessarily seem like one of these two is the best for the job, so like hire externally.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them, but I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Maybe we'll just pick that
Thank you, young man.
Thank you.
We shall see you again soon.
Okay, dokie. What have we got?
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out
Ooh.
quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck.
Wow, that sounds like a narcissist.
Yeah. Sounds like such a dick.
French wine. A remarkable vintage. Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste. A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Okay. Okay, see. Okay, so two. 2, 3. Is it just the same pattern? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay. One, two, three. Cool.
Thanks.
All right. What do we got? My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary, precious, and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for a dubious purpose. The divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. See you in Boodles on Tuesday.
A list of the plants that were displayed at the exhibition and later stolen.
Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. What? You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie, we need not elaborate, that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and we regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. What? That's the symbol that was on the bottom of that thing. What is this? This is so much bigger than...
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
The debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Dunn. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at the London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radigan House Tailors and at Baird and Son Luxury Jewelers. Intrigue. Montague Dunn inhaled a virulent poison. Money that Dunn regularly gave to Miss White far exceeded the needs of a student. After the death of his father, Albert now feels a responsibility. Wanted to fire Miss White. Miss White and Mr. Dunn had a recent disagreement. Montague Dunn was planning to release Miss White from her position at Kew Gardens.
Huh.
I don't know that any of those go together. Okay. Is there anything else on this bookshelf? Alright.
Oh.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Oh, okay.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Okay.
Gold dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks. so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent.
Toby!
We need a good nose.
Kobe. Oh my gosh.
The goodest boy. I love that we get to bring Toby along on cases and that we get to play as Toby.
I agree.
Should just be a part of all Sherlock Holmes games.
It should be a part of the whole Sherlock story. I feel
Yeah.
like I've never seen a dog in the
Come
other
on, Toby.
things.
We have some work for you to
Yeah,
do.
it's like I have a
Let us
vague
go to
memory
Kew
of
Gardens.
him having a dog at some point, but it was never in any of the like main shows or
Yeah.
Oh, Kendall says Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock had a dog. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, really? Oh. Cool.
Maybe that's what I'm remembering. It's been a long time since I've seen that Sherlock. I really liked that one from what I remember.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What?
I know.
What? we have to cover it on the podcast then.
Okay.
The soundtrack is really good. I still listen to the soundtrack. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good Sherlock. I really like
I bet it is.
Let us take Toby to the
Jude
laboratory.
Law's Watson
He will
as well.
pick up the scent of this mysterious
Oh, Jude Law
substance.
as Watson? What?
Yeah. Which feels like a
That's
weird
fun.
casting, but I
Search,
feel like it
Toby.
works really well.
Search.
Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Let me just open this door. I'll never get over that this is Toby's sprinting.
And he starts panting.
I know, his ears. Bless him. Look at those wrinkles.
I know, they're deep set.
Ooh, what's this?
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was
Ah.
buried here.
What
There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Okay, can we... Excuse me, can we use the table in here?
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my...
Only this one.
No. Okay. I was hoping we could, like, just have a temporary setup.
A phonograph
here.
used for
Yeah.
voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
That's funny.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, you gotta... There we go.
And it seems
I don't hear anything.
experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895.
She sounds like the girl from Bioshock
Study
Infinite.
report.
It was giving me Bioshock vibes, and I was trying to figure out
It
who she
sounds
sounded
like
like.
one of the twins. You know, they're the like guy and the girl that come
Oh,
in.
the Lutesses? Yes.
Yes, the Lutesses. Yeah. I thought she would choose Cage or whatever.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She does, yeah.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
Okay.
So sus.
Yeah.
chemicals, a sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Okay.
A botany book.
Is that weird?
This student's book belongs to Albert.
Why did it say repeat year? Does he
I don't know.
having to redo a year of school?
Why would they put that on his book?
Right. That's just a weird. Oh no. I
No.
don't like
Such
these
masks are generally
masks.
worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
They are upsetting.
Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Well, if they don't, they're
It
at
appears
least
as though
like
the protective equipment is missing
doing
from here.
experiments.
Right. I
With
mean, there's a
chemicals.
whole cabinet of chemicals over there. Yeah. All right. Let's go into the nursery.
Aww.
This is cute. I love this.
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
This is so cool.
This is so cool.
What do we got? Hello?
We can see the
window.
interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Oh. Okay. We want these posters.
This poster is for an exhibition that
I
Martin
know.
Hamish was directing. But it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens.
I was Oxford Botanical Gardens.
We've been there.
This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition.
Okay.
A thesis written by Martin Hamish.
Okay. What is it about? No, we
A
don't
glasses
get to find out,
case.
I guess.
It is empty.
Yeah.
This area serves as Martin Hamish's office.
Okay.
Was there definitely nothing in this? Okay. The posters thing lit up and the window thing lit up, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss one.
Yeah.
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
Okay, maybe he is qualified for the job, but he's so weird.
Yeah, he's just telling people you're the new director is not.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird way to go about it.
Without being like, I'm like acting director, seeing as this tragedy just occurred 2 days ago. Like, just doesn't even mention it.
Yeah. Does not mention the fact that a man just died here. What the hell? Why is his... Okay, this is so strange. Why was there a bust of him, and why did it get thrown out? I don't like
It
that.
is a bust of Montague Dunn.
It's weird.
Did he do that much service to the gardens? He's not even the... Oh, this is what got chipped off.
I am
Yeah.
curious if the marble that we found will fit this place.
Wow, he got hit in the head with his own statue.
The marble
What a
fragment
way.
that we found in the Colonial Collection room
Wow.
is what they have in common.
What a way to kill someone.
Aw.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
I love this.
Yeah, this is all really cool. I would have loved to take like a behind the scenes tour at Oxford.
Oh, yes.
Gardens.
Heck yeah.
Even if you're not seeing anything that's like like behind the scenes, but just like to walk around with one of the the
Yeah.
gardeners that works there.
People that know all about it, yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Seed house.
Open.
Oh, that was
Open.
weird. That was very weird. Hello.
Hey.
I was wondering where you were.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Yes. A
Totally
theft of
not a
plants
murder.
took place here a few
Yeah,
days ago
totally
after their most
not
recent exhibition.
switching gears to solve a murder case
Oh,
right
yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
now. The incident.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible
I
misfortune.
don't know. I feel like she probably is the most like the one I most think
Yeah,
with
did
the
it.
whole, because there was a whole money exchange happening and like,
I wonder if she like was into him.
right, something was going on.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Really?
What?
Really though?
Don't you work here?
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a
Still.
biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
Yeah.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Are you gonna mention
Why so?
the money?
He loved his son dearly
Yeah.
and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Oh. Huh.
Interesting. A poor family with expensive perfume, huh? That boy was giving her all kinds of gifts.
Thank
He
you,
was
miss.
love bombing
None of the
her.
3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared.
Yeah.
Someone is lying. It
Yeah.
is obvious.
I mean,
I feel like they're all lying. Ain't no way that she hasn't been there. That's crazy.
yeah, that was a weird lie to
From
tell.
here, we are unable
And
to
the
see
other
interior of the colonial
Kid is
collection room.
like, "Oh, I don't know anything about any other rooms." What?
What do you mean?
There's like 4 rooms in this place.
A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants.
Okay, let people have their interests.
These
I mean,
leather
yeah, that
gloves are
doesn't really
new and of
mean
good
anything.
quality. They do not appear to have been used. Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. This place serves as Albert's office.
Okay, and you can't see into the other place from here, the colonial collection. What do we have over here? Seeds.
Seeds.
Man, look, these botanical posters are so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Was that everywhere?
Inspect the staff buildings. Maybe there was somewhere in here. Maybe. No, this is just a passageway. I think that was because we just did that loop.
I kind of thought there were 3 rooms on the map in that building, but there's only 2 doors. All right, the cloakroom.
How do we get in there? It's like in between these two. Oh, it might be this door that
Locked.
Holmes,
just ignored
Albert
us.
didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
it doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Oh gosh. Okay. Where's the line? There we go.
Mhm.
Hmm. I feel like that one needs to rotate, but I don't love the way it lines up with other. Oh. This one's trickier.
Yeah. Tricky, tricky, tricky.
All right, let's. That one. And then this one. No. Oh shit.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, so all that line on the left. So it goes there and then I see. So if we move it back out and down. There we go.
Nice. Good job.
Open. Albert's locker. Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction.
Yeah, it
Albert
seems like
Dunn has a great passion
he
for
has
shipbuilding
a bigger
and the
interest
sea.
in that.
Yeah.
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval
Oh.
College.
Aww.
It is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunn, has expressed his intention to entrust you to the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew, and it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes. Wow.
Wow.
What a good dad.
That sucks.
A picture of Miss White and Albert in front of the University of London.
And they seem to get along.
Oh, that's weird.
Martin Hamish's locker.
Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunn was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and so I was happy to comply. But now the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead and free my mind from this uncertainty.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces. Father and I, Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
I suspect him less and less, but I don't know what. I don't know.
Miss White's locker.
Yeah.
I still feel like she's most likely.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune.
Why is she keeping them at work?
Yeah, they're in her
A
work
vanity
locker.
purse. It is of high quality.
Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years that have passed since you left, and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now? We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done, and none of us ever compromise the reputation, as it appears you have already done with your employer. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed.
Yeah, she was definitely having an affair with him.
Yeah. Oh, dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. So, I can't decide if, like, Albert had a crush on her or, like, liked her and wanted to help her, and so he asked his dad to do so, or if his dad and her also had, like, a separate thing. Or if, like, both of them were into her. What is the deal?
Maybe
Apparently,
both of
Miss
them.
White is a
Because the
capable
letter said
student.
that she compromised herself or whatever with him.
Right. Like, I feel like she
A
definitely
draft
had
of the
something
letter
going
that
with the
Miss
dad.
White sent to her parents.
All right. White's family refused to assist her financially. They disliked Mr. Dunn, believing him to be a libertine. Albert Dunn had promised to continue his family's support. She enjoys the work and has talent for exotic plants. Yeah, I feel like studies and social situation were completely dependent upon Dunn's wealth.
Maybe it's not like that. I don't know.
I'm very torn on how I think. Find the plant that was used to kill him. I mean,
Did we do anything with the gold and the... Oh, we have to do it at our...
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the next step. It's weird to me that there was not any effort to recover anything from that burning pile.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of evidence was all right there together.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what's with these caterpillars.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Okay.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette.
Okay.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Yeah, like what
Holmes?
was... What?
What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So, what do you think it is?
What?
He's
A
talking
move.
about Watson.
Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
I mean, it's... He probably inhaled it, and that's what killed him. But Holmes like, yeah, let's just burn it off. See what
Small
happens.
Colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pip. Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
These plants
Here it is.
have a certain toxicity. Symbol of the broken pot. Okay, what would that be under?
The divine, yeah.
for vegetation veneration. The members of this syndicate worship Trawan, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world, so generous donations are appreciated. What?
Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Wild. Okay, what happened in 1889? Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trawan, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlton Road. Protectors of plants and more, particularly trees, are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party.
Here it is.
It's not where I thought that was
And here
going.
is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Okay, I want to read that other document, though. I don't know which one it was. Realization of the toxic process is fairly difficult, for it requires a particular chemical fertilizer, natural stimulation, and nutrition. The caterpillars should work. Okay. Alright. What do we have? Some of the plants that were stolen from the exhibition can prove fatal. The killers may be those who stole the exotic plants, including the deadly species from the last exhibition. Poisoning. Is that not what we just did? Okay. Alright.
Oh,
Off we go. Just gonna go
cool.
talk to them, I guess.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
Like the man doing Tai Chi?
Maybe.
This is nice.
This is very
Ooh,
pretty as well.
it's a crazy tree.
Yeah. Oh man, I love a Japanese maple. I wish we could grow them down here. But we
Yeah.
cannot. Oh. Hello.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Hello.
The Kew Gardens symbol.
How interesting.
A fragment of a flower pot.
Okay. Go talk to this man, maybe?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sap A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
That was such a weird way to put that. It's a cool tattoo. Alright, what do we got? Calluses. Okay.
Acid burn.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom.
I do
And
like
to
that
be
they call it a
permitted,
vegetable kingdom.
You must earn it. Yes.
That's fun.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
That's a weird thing to say. Wait, what? Was it not the fact that there are Kew Garden
Do you have
pots here?
friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
They really made a choice to make him talk like Yoda.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird. Also, Rory
Nevertheless,
unplugged
we
my
have
little
seen
box,
Kew
and I
Gardens
don't know
flower
who he
pots
is.
in your yard. How
I
could
got-
they happen to be there?
What?
Oh, you
A
got
secret
like
place you
cut
permitted
off.
yourself
I
to
got
search.
disconnected, yeah.
Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants
just
at
like
Kew
the
Gardens a matter
leader.
of days ago. And we believe
okay.
the pots we found here may be
And
connected with it.
Sherlock asked if
Please
we could
tell
look
us,
around, and he was like,
were you
no.
Okay,
Those
alright.
plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
Oh, he's
How
admitting
so?
it, okay.
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
Sisters. Okay, so
I see.
that
So
letter was
if
referring
you
to
stole those rare plants from
plants.
them, then it means
I didn't think
get
it meant
Bravo,
humans.
Holmes.
I
think the
I
case
mean
is
I
solved.
didn't think it did
No,
either, but
we
it
didn't.
was,
It was
weird
not.
We
Yeah.
for them to be
Well, as a
referring to
matter of
plants
fact,
that
we
way,
are
but I
able to find
guess
our 3 plants.
they were.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, that's maybe
That's
not
not
the
very meditation peace-like.
best. No.
but-
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become
Oh, no, Sherlock.
devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Yeah.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
If all we have to do is answer
la.
some questions.
Good. I like you. Here is the
Oh, okay,
holy
that was
key
it.
to the wisdom
All right.
place. Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
Right.
was so easy.
Money.
Our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
Ooh.
But of course,
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
I mean, if there was anybody who was just gonna like
Well, we will
eat
leave you
something,
to
it's
your
Sherlock.
meditation.
Stole the plants from Kew Gardens. They were unable to locate 3. I mean, stole all the plants from Kew Gardens, claiming that a number of these belong to them. I mean, it seems to me like the 3 missing ones would be the ones used to make the poison.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. We will come back to that, I guess. Let's look around it here. This is cool. Oh. Bye, Watson. You're not invited.
Hannah, I'm gonna step away for a second. I need to feed Rory.
Okay.
But I'll be right back.
Hi, Exempts. Did you know that from your link tree, your Instagram and Twitter links don't work? They don't. That is news to me. Thank you for letting me know. I will look into that tonight. I appreciate it.
Praise the grand tree. Praise it.
Okay. This is an interesting god figure.
This must be Trewan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
Must be. Okay, that's locked. Can we go anywhere else? This is really cool. The caterpillars. Hello.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Not seen you stream in a very long time. I know, it's been a minute. We are back on a somewhat regular schedule. We've been doing every Monday night for the past few weeks. Yeah, we both just had really intensely busy and crazy 2023 years. And so yeah, we're finally just getting back to like a regular routine and streaming night. It's good to be back. We're both really enjoying this game so far.
Nothing of interest.
Okay.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
All right then. Speak for yourself. Seems pretty interesting to me.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Same
A tropical plant.
Okay, what's in this one? What's in this one? Alright.
A tropical plant. A tropical.
Okay. There's no other clues in here?
These 3 plants are identical to the
Oh,
ones shown
these
at
are the
exhibition.
3.
I shall take them.
Oh, I shall take
the,
them.
The carnivorous ones. What did I miss?
I'm just looking at some plants in here. These all just had a bunch of tropical plants in these side ones. And then the 3 plants that were stolen were in this end one.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm taking them.
To like bring them back. I guess.
Yeah. And then this tank had the caterpillars in it.
Oh.
So got some caterpillars.
Did you talk to that guy?
You can't really. He's just
You came to make a donation?
Oh.
Glory to Trewan.
he's just
This is really weird.
doing his thing. Yeah.
This door is locked, but I can try to open it.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Mm.
Two slidey ones? Oh no.
Yeah, there's. Well, this one up here lined up there. Oh, interesting. Maybe they're supposed to be connection here.
Oh gosh. Hard. Ooh, that seems good. Lay down.
Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah. Lay down.
This one I still don't like. Alright, so what if we... Okay, there we go.
Ooh, nice.
Alright, what's in this creepy room?
Oh.
These instruments are used for
Opium?
smoking opium.
Oh boy, Sherlock.
Opium?
The room for you, my dude. Okay.
A vast amount of opium.
Yeah, wow. Alright.
That would be enough to perform the most.
That's why they're
difficult of chemical
worshipping a
experiments.
crazy god thing. They're making fucking opium in here.
This substance is an alkaloid,
Okay.
the same as in the bottle we found in
Right.
the bushes at Kew Gardens. This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens.
So do we think that Hamish
Is part of this.
is, yeah, a member here?
Yeah. I bet you he stole the plants, but I don't think he killed... What's his name?
Green Grimace has told us that when they stole the plants from Kew Gardens, they were unable to locate 3. What? Specialization is exotic plants. The deadly plants, the alkaloid, and the caterpillars are connected. Set up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory and the caterpillars and perform the experiments. Okay. Will do.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Let's do that. Are you practicing Tai Chi now, Watson?
Look at him. That's adorable.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
What a
Oh.
strong and effective defensive mechanism.
Did we just get impaled with that?
It
'Cause
seems
I feel
like
we would.
maybe we did.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
That just distinctly, there was a plant in the first Harry Potter PC game that used to shoot spikes at you like that, and that just reminded me. It's just like the nostalgia. It just hit me.
Oh yeah. Okay, Rory needs to go outside now. She's yeah, on one. I will be back again.
Okay. Oh.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay. Oh, hello.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
So I'm just gonna get pissed. Oh, it closes up.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
So what if we do this now?
It closed again. I believe I saw
Yeah.
a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more.
Okay.
I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Right. Okay, so let's pour this on here. And then open.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let me pick this up and put it on here.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive
Oh,
mechanism.
we have to...
I am interested.
I see. We have to make this one small. Wait. Will it still shoot if this one's... If we make that one shrink, and then... No. Okay, there we go.
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
How do we get it to shoot? Oh, do we just...
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. My word. It shot...
Okay. How do I... What do we do here? Maybe if we switch these two and then put a caterpillar here and then it shoots everywhere. Okay. Yeah.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
Okay. Not too bad, not too bad.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Oh, see, but were the plants... That seems far-fetched. That, like, he would have... Like, that he would agitate the plants so that they make the gas. But, like, you can see that room from Albert's desk. So now I'm wondering if Albert... something to do with all this. Let's go to the Colonial Collection. Okay, so through here, I believe. Actually, I wonder if we can get in through like a side door or something.
Okay, what'd I miss?
I did the plant experiment, and it basically told us that the plants, one of the plants, produces a gas that is likely the gas that he inhaled that killed him.
Okay.
But in order to make the plant emit that gas, you have to, like, you know, jostle it and antagonize it so that it's like a defense mechanism. So he would have had to be really close to the plant and jostle it at like just the right time in order for it to produce that gas. So
okay.
I'm
so
wondering,
someone wearing a mask did it around him.
yeah, or like I'm wondering if there was something with the windows, because you could see Albert from Albert's desk. You could see that room. So like, but then the window would have had to be opened. So I don't know. Something along those lines. Oh, he's gone. He used to be in here.
Hello.
Oh. Wait, have we not been in here? There was a room like this at Oxford. It was really cool.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
No, that's a new symbol. The heck? What's this? Okay, we're back to the water lily greenhouse.
Yeah, I guess we just never went in the tropics area.
Yeah. Okay. So we wanted to come in here to look around more closely. Ooh.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Okay, so if we go back to the ventilation system, did somebody mess with it or tamper with it somehow?
A ventilation system.
Well,
Is there really nothing else in there we can look at?
I don't think so. Also, do Brits not use the word gate?
Water tank.
What do you mean?
Like, they're called wickets.
Oh, I don't know. I guess
Do
that.
they don't use the word gate? This is news to me.
I'll look it up.
Okay, so there's a water tank by the ventilation system. maybe there's a watering device or something. I don't know. Let me look. I'm gonna go back to the colonial room. Alright, what else do we got in here? Is there anything else to notice in here? Plants, 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 plants. Yeah. Okay. Found out how to stimulate the deadly plants in the colonial collection. Before performing the experiment in the colonial, talk to all suspects. Okay, that's what I'm doing wrong.
A wicket gate, they shorten it to wicket. It's a pedestrian door or gate, particularly one built into a larger door in a wall or fence.
Huh. Okay.
So it's like a type of gate, and they just don't add
don't
the
say
word
gate. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, hello.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious.
Where did you
What were
go?
your
Also,
movements here on that day?
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of something, or Lear Pontus.
yeah, he couldn't have done
No,
it.
wait.
He's too dumb about
Yeah,
plants.
unless this is all a
I spent
act,
so
but
many
I don't
hours
think it
trying
is.
to memorize them.
Because he
Did
likes
you
the
see your
ship, and
father
everyone
that
else
day?
thinks he's dumb
Yes.
too.
He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
Okay.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Well, that's
And yet,
maybe not
I know
the truth.
that the Royal Naval College rejected
That's
your application.
this is admitting that we broke into
Truly not
his.
as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct.
We're not clever. We just read your shit.
We just
He did
read
his
all
best
of
to
your
ruin my
personal
plans.
stuff.
Although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Of course you haven't, because you're
Thank
not
you,
guilty.
young man. We shall see you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, there's so many. Okay.
I know. Okay. She studies biology. She enjoys her work, has a talent for it. Her specialization is exotic plants. Thwarted his son's dream of joining the Royal Navy. Albert was humiliated by his father on many occasions, most recently the last exhibition at Kew Gardens. Okay, and then his ambition. Had a motive to kill his father. Dunn thwarted his dream of joining the Royal Navy by killing his father. He could have... Okay, but I don't think that's...
No, and he literally is like, now I'm gonna take over Kew Gardens. He's not even pursuing his dreams. So,
So her... Proof fatal to humans. It was a complex process to prepare the deadly plants. The plant combination had to be placed close by the victim and triggered at the precise moment.
nice.
The knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of the deadly plants. No, she definitely did have the knowledge. Alright. 3 days before he died, the Divine Syndicate stole all the plants from Kew Gardens, claiming that a number of these belonged to them.
Okay.
The Divine Syndicate stole all plants from the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder Dunn. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants from the exhibition.
Oh, like someone else stole the deadly plants?
Yeah.
But we found them at the syndicate, didn't we?
Yeah, but... The Green Grand Mystic told us that when they stole the plants from Kew Garden, they were unable to locate 3.
Oh, okay.
So I think they just had their own, like, specimens, maybe?
I see. Yeah.
So, for this one, I think it's that.
Yeah.
And then, close to the victim and triggered. I don't know that these 3 connect yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We probably should talk to everyone.
I think that's what the game, it tells us to do that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk to all suspects. Okay. So,
Okay.
hello.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Photo.
Yeah, I mean,
I do not think so. This photograph
your
of
father
you
visited
and
here
your
once.
father at Kew Gardens
That's all that proves.
suggests
Yeah.
the opposite.
That means he
But you
loves
have no right to.
gardens.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire.
Wow,
He
so
worked
you
together
really
with
lied.
Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that.
This
They expanded.
this man is
Kew
the most
Gardens
obvious
together, that was
answer,
all.
but
And it was all
it
my
still seems
father's
like the
work.
right answer
But
to
Dunn
me.
always lived
Yeah.
the hard life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father.
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
I don't know how to read that.
Ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Sure.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
Has it though?
The fragment.
Yeah.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup.
He's so
This room is
suspicious,
small.
Hannah. I know you don't
You
want
know
it to
who
be him
moved it?
because he's like
I have no idea.
too
Surely
obvious,
Mr. Dunn
but
requested
I
it.
mean, all signs
Do
point
you
to
have any
him,
more questions
honestly.
like this?
he just
Because
keeps
fragments of rock
lying.
are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
I mean, even Sherlock is like, uh-huh.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of
Sometimes it is
course.
the obvious answer.
I met
you
him,
know?
and we went to see Albert, his son,
Yeah.
at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
But then you came and told him your dad's not well.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
How did you know
After
that?
paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly, I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
This man is so suspicious.
Yeah.
Eager to become the new director, he believes he's deserving of the role and is hopeful of assuming the reputation.
Hamish's anger?
He had a motive. He believed that he and his father's lives had been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of Kew Gardens, but he knew that that would not be possible with Dunn still alive. I do feel like that is true. Missing deadly plants. Unable to locate the 3 Albert's deadly. Okay, back to just those 3. Let's go talk to her. And then
Watson.
You're just always in the way. Oop, boop, boop, boop. One more. Oh man, Kendall is making food and it smells so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm jealous.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but it smells amazing. The day of the death.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
Okay.
What?
And that was the last time
That
you
was
saw
weird.
him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house. I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Oh, certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Okay, that's good evidence.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Sure.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is
Oh.
clear.
Okay. Well, can we go listen to the thing first?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do this yet. This way, I think. No. Okay, well, let's just run through the middle.
Here it is.
Okay. Number 320. Wait, did we not pick it up?
I thought we did.
Cylinder Records.
Okay.
That was stupid. Oh, maybe it's just like already in there.
I don't hear anything.
Oh. I see.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
Oh, okay. You don't want to listen
So it's
to
just like her alibi.
I guess, but it seems like you would just want to listen to the moment when they realized he was dead.
Right.
Alright, so I guess we go back in here and recreate potentially what happened.
Yeah. At least the timeline.
Mm. So he inhales the spores. Okay.
That's one, sure. Yeah.
2. Is that it? The room is already smashed open? Oh no, okay.
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already
How were they
half
released?
asphyxiated,
Oh, with the
Montague Dunn
vent.
started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder.
Why was the
We
bus
already
moved?
know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our
Hide
experiments
any
on the ventilation system.
Evidence? I don't know. And then it's like someone had an in with the syndicate, maybe, and we're like, you need to come steal these plants to make it look like you stole the one that killed him. I don't know.
Hmm. What did he say to do? Confused.
We need to do an experiment on the ventilation system.
Oh, okay. The back is this way. Does he mean right here, or? Oh yeah.
The caterpillars
Oh.
could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
What?
Why did it prompt me to do tea?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think I cooked on this before, but
It won't let you look at it.
yeah.
We looked at all that. I mean,
Weird. Okay.
yeah.
The power is on. The engine cannot be stopped. The engine engine has started. The ventilation system is working.
Okay. I guess we just go back to Watson now?
I guess. That shit is still burning.
Yeah. All the evidence in there. Just... Yeah, I mean, I guess they got rid of that stuff for the same reason they moved the bust. Hey, bud. Did those caterpillars fall?
Now we need to see if we can activate the fans from Mr. Hamish's and Albert's space.
Oh.
So... Well, from Albert's space, you couldn't see that room, so I think we have our answer, but...
Right.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Right. Oh.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
That's why I wanted us to
To use T?
look at the fan, I think, yeah. So the spores went up through the vent.
No, I think he was in the room with the plants.
It's the caterpillars.
The caterpillars fell out of the vent, which triggers the
Okay.
plant to do that, like, defense mechanism.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo.
Oh.
Now, if you just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague
That's what you
Dunn
look like
was
walking through
carried
St.
out
Pete
by
right now.
activating both Albert's
Really?
and Mr. Hamish's
All
fans.
the,
But
forget what
only
they're
from
called.
Mr.
They're
Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see
sort of moth.
when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
all their caterpillars are, like, in the trees and, like, dangling down out of the trees right now. And,
Yeah.
yeah, they just... We'll, like, go on a bike ride and we get done and look down and there's just, like, caterpillars on our shirts.
Wow.
They're everywhere. Only from Martin's, the one location where it would be possible to see Montague.
Yeah.
Martin Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plants. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality. Yeah. Oh.
I see. But that one's not even like... The other one isn't a choice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm.
So we must be missing a clue still.
Yeah. It still wants us to deduce things, so...
Yeah. Alright.
What? Really? Okay. No, 100%. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No. You can't even remember the names, like,
Yeah.
Bud did not. Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder Dunn at a later date. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Hamish, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Opportunity to steal the plants, stimulate them from his workplace directly after he locked him into the collection room. Yes. Affects the arrest of Martin Hamish. I mean, I think that is the right answer.
Let's go to
It seems
Scotland
like it's
Yard.
kind of the only answer. Like, we couldn't even, like, choose him to be guilty or not, you know?
Yeah. If we do this, because I don't think Albert is the answer.
But that's not a choice, though.
Can we deselect it? I wonder if, yeah, no. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it has to be him.
Yep. And now it's like, it's not even like, make sure, like, choose your answer. It's just go arrest him. It's
Just
like part of
go
the...
get him. Mm-hmm.
So...
Hello. Oh, you're missing. How surprising. I never saw this coming.
I think everyone is gone.
Wait, so where do we... Oh.
We have to go to Scotland Yard. Yeah.
What's up, my dude?
Inspector, I believe
Missed
that Martin
you.
Hamish
I know.
is guilty of the murder
I
of
didn't see much of
Montague
him.
Dunn.
In this case.
I knew it. I'll send the letter round to her.
Did you? I don't think
Very
we've talked to you
good. I shall wait
once.
to hear from you.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, to be fair, if you read anything about that case, you'd probably come to the same conclusion.
He was very guilty, yeah. He was so guilty, we were like, no, it couldn't possibly be him.
Yeah, right away we were like, well, it's not this guy because he looks so obviously guilty.
It's a red herring. Yeah.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Is he dead?
Oh, no.
That's interesting. This is interesting. Maybe he was a red herring.
Why is there no...
And that's why it was part of the game.
Holmes, my God.
Yes.
Really? In the pretty plant house?
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that.
Oh.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
I don't feel like there's a way we could avoid that. The game made us do that.
No, I think that was part of it, yeah.
Oh boy. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Wow. Is that... Oh.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Yeah, we did notice
Is
footprints
it?
right at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
Hello?
Oh, it's down bottom left.
Oh. Unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot, therefore we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system.
Ooh.
Interesting. I was kind
Maybe
of
it is the girl. Maybe it's all three of them. Ooh. We got an Orient Express situation.
Maybe. But I still feel like if the son had something to do with it, he would have been like, okay, now I'm going to go in the Navy. Unless he's
True,
like
you're right.
guilty.
Yeah.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside
so
the Colonial
dismissive.
Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish
Right,
decided
yeah.
to base his plan on
Yeah.
the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So
Yes.
the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I
No,
have
because
another
you're
idea,
kind of
Inspector.
stupid.
Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
Oh,
With a
Lestrade.
timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
You worked the Jack the
Precisely.
Ripper case?
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should
That's
help
fun
us with
lore,
the
huh?
timeline.
They did not do well,
Let us
apparently.
analyze the facts and statements
Oh,
so that
gosh.
we may recreate the events.
This
of
is
that
your
morning.
bread and butter.
This is my shit. I love this. Okay. All right. 10:30. Where do we... Okay, hold on. Hamish and Dunn went to meet Albert in the seed house at 9:30. So Hamish... Albert meets... Okay. 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Dunn went out to the backyard. So... After 10 minutes, Dunn went to inspection into the dry tropics room. I don't know. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I think so. And Hamish returned to
I
the
think
seed house.
Yeah.
And then Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. And she was in the laboratory until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined them there. So Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Dunn was unwell, which was around 10:30. Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. Wait. He was in the seed house at 10 minutes past 10. Returning from visiting Miss White. So he started his conversation with her at 10 o'clock. What is this? Blech.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful.
I mean,
Albert
she
also
coulda-
has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had
Yeah.
approximately 20 minutes to lock the door.
And I know she
More than
has
enough
an
time.
alibi, kind of, but she could have recorded that at any time.
Yeah.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
I'm pretty sure it's her.
Yeah.
Hamish might not have had enough time to do it all by himself. It would have been difficult to stimulate the deadly spores and lock the door in just 10 minutes. Stayed alone in the lab after speaking with Martin. Since Montague Dunn showed signs of poisoning at 10:20, White had approximately 20 minutes to act. He was alone in the
I
scene
bet we're gonna have
house.
to do both of them and then pick.
She had 20 minutes. Would have been enough to trap Dunn. She could have locked the door and alerted Hamish to activate the ventilation system.
Yeah.
Hamish and White are not accomplices. Are not accomplices. It's unlikely that Albert would have had the opportunity in 10 minutes would not have been enough to lock the door. I mean, it would have been, I think, for Albert.
It would have, but we're gonna have to pick one because they're gonna be like, these conflict.
Yeah. 10 minutes would have been enough. Margaret White and Martin Hamish's accomplice in killing Hamish's accomplice in killing Dunn. Her professional ambition and personal situation have been damaged by the breakup with Dunn. I mean, yes.
Yes.
Very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son Albert and later pushed Martin Hamish to his suicide. She deserves a rope. She's a desperate woman in debt, resigned to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dunn cast her aside, she killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save her. She deserves a second chance. Hamish tried to save her.
By, like, when he killed himself, he absolved her of guilt in his suicide note.
Yeah.
I don't know that she pushed him to suicide, but she definitely, I feel like, did it for monetary gain and then used his son, so...
Yeah.
Also, she was probably pissy that he broke up with her. I don't know.
I would be okay with it if it did. If it was just like arrest her, send her to jail.
Oh, true. It does say murder.
It is a capital punishment.
Okay, maybe you're right.
I'm hesitating too because it said like she grew up poor. Remember?
Yeah, but her family like denounced her because of what she's done.
And yeah, she like in desperation like finally contacted her family again and was like, "Can I have money?
I need money." Yeah.
I'm doing this one.
I agree, but I feel a little bad because of how drastic it is.
I think it's I mean, I think with the justice system as it is at this time, like she'll be under arrest and like still undergo a trial and everything. It's not just like to the gallows.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining. The deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
She's a wily one.
You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
Miss
literally,
White.
just the fact that she is here
Well,
is
I was expecting
very
Not for
bad
too long,
looking
I
for
believe.
her.
So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Oh god.
You're gonna have to do something.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Oh, is she about to kill herself too? Is that what's
I
happening?
think she's threatening
Stop
to,
this
yeah.
foolishness. You cannot truly want
Okay,
to
maybe
die.
we shouldn't have murdered
No.
her.
It's too late.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Well,
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. I know.
She realized she was unable to make any further monetary gain from Dunn. She advanced her affections to Albert, his son. She was the one who locked the door of the Colonial Collection after Hamish released caterpillars, and then pushed Hamish to suicide only to cover herself. I mean, we were right. It was her.
Yeah, it's just our choice. Like, it can go either way, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to accept it. I don't think, because the other option was absolve her,
Right. Of, like, everything.
which
yeah.
is just like straight up not.
I don't like that either,
No.
yeah.
Okay, I'm accepting it.
Yeah. Oh,
That was a
another
fun
one bites the dust.
I liked that one.
I know the setting of that one
Where
was
are you
very
going, Holmes?
pleasant.
Are you invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner. How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, You'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
I love how much Holmes is
Oh, Mr.
entertaining this.
Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs.
Yeah.
Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help
this
him.
poor
I really love that
Don't
this
forget
kid
about the
comes back
dinner.
around to the
Wiggins,
story.
I'll
Yeah.
take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Aw.
This is very intriguing, but I am probably gonna hop off.
Yeah, we'll call it a night there. But yeah, we'll start the Half Moon Street case next week. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. And I believe actually next Monday I will not be able to stream. But we could potentially stream later in the week, next week sometime. So we'll try and squeeze one in next week if we can. But if not, we will see you in 2 weeks. Good night.
Bye.